introduce yourself to everybody that may not know who you are.
I am Gemma Warren Tate. Michael is my eldest brother. He is known as Mikey, but his correct name is Clement Warren. Michael left Trinidad for England in 1964, but I think I was just 13 years old at that time, so it's not a whole lot I could really tell. The thing I know is he was a caring person, and my mother, Faustina Dorrell Warren, and my father, Clifford Warren, were both full-time workers, and they got my older brother to look over us, to support us while they were at work. So Michael, which is what we call him most of the time, it was he had to oversee that all the other kids was fed and sent off to school. They went to school, come back for lunch, went back to school, come back in the afternoon, and do their chores and homework until parents got home. So he had a huge job at the age, 18, 19, whatever he was here. So he did it, and he did it well. The one thing I remembered is that he was part of a county councilor in the village of Carenage, and he was a great talker. He can talk. So I remember everyone was running around calling him Ho Choi. That was his nickname, because we had a governor of Trinidad named Sir Solomon Ho Choi. So that tells you something, right? I've seen Michael on several occasions. He came to New York, and I went to England. He came to Florida, where I live. So we've encountered each other several times. We had fun going to places, going to the beach, going to shows. We even met in Trinidad, where we had like a family reunion, sort of. Yeah, so a lot of family came by, reminisce, and we had a great time.
Okay, tell everybody who you are.
My name?
Your name.
My name is Faustina. Faustina.
Okay, tell everybody who Mikey was to you, and share any kind of memory you have of him.
Mikey is my first child, first son, and was the first child. He left Trinidad and he went to England. He met his wife, they get married. They were going to the same college. Yes, they get married there.
Well, Grandma, you told me that when you first left Trinidad, you tried to go to England, and you didn't like it, and you came back. Was Mikey already living in England when you went there?
No. I leave all of them home for Mr. Megu and my aunt. Mr. Megu is my aunt's husband. Yes. I leave them there, and I went by myself to England. But I didn't like the way I
The way she envisioned it to be is not what she...
And then do you know why Mikey chose to go to England? I know you were a kid when he left, but...
Well, the story is he's kind of short. He's out of school, looking for jobs, he tried the police force. and they telling me he was too short. So, this time, back then, they used to look for tall people, big people,
Yes.
you know, that kind of thing. Like a
Especially,
person that will scare somebody, you know. Yeah, they
especially,
didn't use guns and stuff
no.
like that. So they think a
They
big person
just
with a heavy
a piece
voice
of
might,
wood
you know, might
in their
scare
hand,
people.
a
But
baton,
yeah, so
piece of wood.
Just a baton.
Yeah.
That's it.
that's it for years, years and
Yeah.
years. We grew up with just baton. Yeah, no guns.
No.
No, no. So yes, I think that was the story that make him decide. You know what? His mother tell him, you better go somewhere, try and go somewhere and learn something and become somebody
Yeah.
because you can't get anything here, you know. So I think
And
that's when he went.
Okay, tell everybody who you are.
Well, my name is Carver Stephen Tate. I had the honor and pleasure of meeting Mikey, which is Clement Warren. Um, I got lucky. He told me one day, he says, Mr. Tate, you're a lucky man. You're a lucky fellow. And I said, is that so? He said, yes. Oh, God, I'm looking at your wife here. I said, we're not married yet. He said, oh, God, you're living with her. That's your wife. I said, you're right. This was back in 1975. That was the first time Jem had seen her brother since he left for England in 64. Now you have to understand, Mikey's a very interesting person. He likes life. He loved to enjoy life. And because I'm the guy that try to make everyone happy, he loved the fact that when he was with me, he would tell everyone, this is my brother-in-law. And when I'm with him, I don't have to spend any money. And I would say, Mikey, it's all right. But that was his thing. Now, as far as what they were trying to tell you, how he left Trinidad back in '64, he was with a group, and this young lady named Miss Vashti, she was running this organization. What Trinidadians do is they have a connect with England because we were part of it, we were part of England. And they would send students to go and study over there. Mikey got on that track because he wanted to be a police officer. They told him it's not going to work. So he went on to England to study. But what I'm going to tell you is we had a lot of fun because I had spent more time with Mikey than all of his siblings put together. Okay, that's how it is. And every time we went somewhere, as I traveled a lot, I would go and see him and we'd go places. We went on one day to play cricket. Mikey is the captain of the cricket team, okay? And he said to me, now, I know you're Trinidadian, but you know nothing about cricket. Because I live in America, I know about baseball. So I said, well, Mikey, I'll show you a thing or two. I'll take a little knock with you guys. I went out there that day, and I had a bad leg. So they said to me, okay, we'll give you a runner. Now, they gave me a guy that's supposed to run for me when I hit the ball. I hit the ball, and I got down there before the guy. So they said to me, well, but you weren't supposed to run. I said, yeah, but, I'm a runner. I scored about 25 runs that day. And all the people were excited. They said, wait a second. I thought you were a Yankee. I said, no, I am from Trinidad. So Mikey says, that's my brother-in-law. But I'm going to show him what a batsman is all about. And the ideal system is they wear this white and they had their pads and everything and they look real official. And Mikey went out there and Mikey hit a stroke and boom, the wicket was gone. And I said, Mikey, come on. You're the captain and you're out for duck. He said, oh, that was because you were here. So they all laughed. But we had fun. But as far as him as a as a person, he had class. And he did things like I would do. If he felt you were wrong, I don't care whether you're his brother, his sister, his mother, his father, he'll let you know that you're wrong. He was looking forward to be in Trinidad for his mother's 100th birthday. He was excited the last time I spoke to him. He said to me, "Oh God, I can't wait." I said, "I know why you can't wait. You want to come and eat roti and doubles?" He said, "Yes." But again, he was happy. And, we always had fun. And like I said, uh, when he left, it hurt me. I felt it. And with that, I know right now where he is, he doesn't have any pain. And that's what's important, you know. And the saddest thing is, we are leaving for Trinidad on the 28th of January 2026. Mikey is leaving for his final destination, okay? And that's what we call the other side of Earth, okay? On the 28th of January 2026. What an irony. With that, I say, long live the king. Ho choy.
Mike, I just want to say, may you sleep in peace. Amen.
Yes, Mike. This is from
We
Brother
will
Tate.
miss you.
Yes. Azuma Juma.
Definitely, we will miss you.
Okay, that's it.
Bye-bye.
Au revoir.
Later.